My name is Eileen Walsh, nice Irish name. I'm beginning my journey as far as finding out my ancestry. Of course, Ancestry.com became a part of my life for a while, where I was really excited about getting the leaves and finding out who I was. And I think the hardest thing when you're checking and when you're going through this search or this journey is finding out that you kind of hit a wall. It seemed that once I was able to locate the census, and then you get the passengers to find out, who's coming over from Ireland. You can find that, but there's no specifics. Like, I knew that my great grandmother came over with a cousin, and they say Ireland. And that's, while it's a small island, it's big enough to wonder where in Ireland. I was able to find that the Hickey, the names are Walsh and Hickey, and I can take the Hickeys to County Kerry, and I don't remember. I tried to find it in the research that I did, and I couldn't find it. It was a long name. But this year, I'm excited because we're doing my first trip to Ireland. It's taking a sister's trip to Ireland. And I remember just the past year meeting with my sister Kit. We met up with this lovely Irishman. He said he's from Dublin, and we talked to him about our upcoming sister's trip. And he said to me, well, if you go to Dublin, you're going to see a very cosmopolitan city. But if you want to go to the Ireland of your dreams, you go to the West Coast. So we're going to spend one day in Dublin and then travel over. And at that point, I said, we really want to do some research as to find out exactly where we're from. Now, it's not that I'm giving Ancestry a bad name. I did the DNA. I was appalled to find out that I was 72% English, only 17% Irish, and 6 or whatever number remained the Balkan Peninsula. Not giving up, of course, I said, well, I'm going to try something else, and I tried heritage.com and swabbed, sent it off, excited about finding something new, and found out that I was 60% Scandinavian, a certain percent Italian, and the rest was Spanish. So I'm not sure. So I'm hoping to find some Irish vindication when we hit Ireland. My mother's side of the family, she resisted the fact that she was Irish for the longest time, and found out that she was an O'Hagan, that her father, who was a Mackintosh, was actually Mackintosh from the Irish side and not the Scottish side. And again, trying to travel back with those names, it is a difficult process once you hit Ireland. But for the most part, they settled first up in Newburgh, New York, and this was in the 1850s, and then traveled down to the Jersey City area. And what I found interesting was the fact that they came down as a family. It wasn't just the mother and father, it was the mother, the father, the nieces, and the nephews. They all lived together for the longest time, and then eventually spread out and moved to not far, stayed in relatively the New York, New Jersey area. So